Alright guys, I changed my mind. I'm going to live stream this because I really just don't care. Hydra macro, guys. I don't know. Just kind of, obviously, I'm just kind of playing around right now. I'm just looking at the charts, just staring at them. Because there is something beautiful here, right? You can see every single standard deviation. That's exactly where the market reacts, right? What is that? Smart money taking profit. The cool thing about this, guys, is you can actually split the standard deviations in half. So if I split standard deviations in half here, so for instance, here's the initial manipulation from here to here. I can split standard deviations in half, and let's say I was able to get an entry with only half a stop loss. Well, now this trade has twice as many take profits, right? So this could have been I call this a flow state mini. So you could take maybe flow state OTE here or flow state mini. Yo, what up, Javier? What up, Marlon? Guys, this is just mostly just a case study right now, like an observation of the market. This isn't how I trade right now, but this is just an observation, right? Note how we backtest that change state delivery perfectly, and then how every single standard deviation of this initial manipulation move, right? This is the 1 minute candle body, right? Measured out from the body to the high. Every single standard deviation has a reaction, right? And why is that? Well, because smart money's taking profit. Is Bitcoin really going down? That's crazy. But yeah, guys, today this is mostly just a case study right now. Like, I'm just kind of enjoying myself backtesting the market today. Just looking at what happened, because I just think there's so much you can learn every single day from the market. I mean, genuinely, like, look at how the market, it's like that paint roller analogy, right? It's that paint roller analogy. Look at how the market rolls up and down, and where's the true gap? Where's the gap? Where's the gap in the paint roller, right? So there's a gap between this low here and this high here. Oh, wow. What do you know? That's exactly where the market reacted, right? And so it's this perfect little machine. This is a perfect little machine that it's like that paint roller analogy Ice-T was talking about, right? We skipped over this zone, so measure out where's that true inefficiency, right? And look at this, right? What is this? What on earth is this? Oh, would you look at that? It's a volume imbalance, guys. Volume imbalance. Note how precise that volume imbalance is, right? You think that could possibly be random? No. No way. No way. It's just very, very cool. Like, genuinely speaking, kind of insane when you really think about it. Like, where's the gap between highs and lows? Well, it's between here and here. Okay. Bang. Perfect. Perfectly hit. Perfectly hit. Paint roller, right? Down, up, down, up. Uh-oh. We left a gap in the paint. It needs to come back and fill it. Bang. Bang, guys. Bang, right? We're rolling the paint. Down, up, down, up. Oh, yeah, there's that gap. Oh, what's this? Volume balance. Bang. Genuinely so cool. I mean, I was backtesting this by myself because I think it's like, it's very much like a case study, right? This is not how I actually trade, But I just think it's so fascinating, right? Paint roller analogy. You don't think you'll go down that far? Wait, what? Are you saying like if you were taking this trade? Yeah, I wouldn't go down that far either. But I'm just looking at it. I just think it's so cool, right? I'm not necessarily saying take this trade, but I am saying like wow, this is just genuinely really cool. Like I just personally, not only am I a trader, but I am like, not only do I like want to be a trader for like, you know, actual like good reasons, like, you know, obviously the benefits, right, money and stuff, but genuinely I would do trading even if there was no money, because it's just so sick. Like, how can it be so perfect, guys? I mean, this is what I genuinely, like, even if you couldn't make money trading, I would still, like, just look at it, and it's just so cool, man. But obviously you can make money, so it's like, trading's the best thing in the world, dude. Perfection. Alright. Yeah, I mean, the more you look at price, the more you realize just how perfect it is, right? We could look at a different segment of price action, right? What happens here? Okay, so I don't think I'll go down that far. I would, though. You would hold it all the way down there? Yeah, Javier, you know what's interesting that you'll probably like is maybe you could use this, maybe not. But once again, we had this I'm just going to cover this very quickly, right? I think you really would like the Reaper for value gaps, Javier, because look at when I draw this breaker out, right? It's the final move up during London, so we know this is the manipulation for the day. We get SMT with this high. So let's go in the lower time frame and find that Reaper for value gap. Dropping down the lower time frame, dragging this over. Check this out, right? Where's our Reaper for value gap? Well, this time, right? This time I'd actually use this because this is the gap that makes the most sense to me. So drag this out, right? Reaper for value gap. Once again, it's the fair value gap in premium of the higher time frame breaker. So you see how that's in premium. And guys, what happens? Whoops. What happens? Drag it all the way over. Bang. Right? Just genuinely so beautiful. And I can't get over how perfect the markets are, guys. It is just mind-blowing. And it's just a matter of time before, you know, catching one trade like this is going to change your life. Just genuinely. So crazy. I kind of just want to get a personal account just to, you know, to try and take trades like this, because it'd be so fun if I caught one. Could you imagine if I just risked $10, right? Like, I just tried $10 per trade. Obviously, like, would I even be able to buy a contract with $10? I don't know, but jeez, dude, could you imagine? Just imagine hitting this as 100 to 1. I really do think one day I will hit 100 to 1 off a Reaper. I really do. I don't see why not. Why wouldn't I be able to do this? Give me one good reason why I would not be able to do this. One good reason. If I had 100 tries, well, obviously if I had 100 tries, but like, I think, you know, you study the market enough, you could probably take a trade like that, which would be so sick. So I already screenshotted this. But also, guys, note how this, I already talked about this earlier today, but note how we swept out these highs with SMT, break of this low, fair value gap in premium, and then actually volume imbalance in premium. I like volume imbalances a little more than fair value gaps when the context is right. Like this, oh, so sensitive, man. Bang. Just bang. And what else, guys? This was right above 8:30 and midnight. Right? Coincidence? No. It's just not. It's just not a coincidence. This optimal entry point was right above midnight. And oh, Javier, you know what else you would like is when you measure out this high to this low, guess what? OTE tap. Bang. Bang. This is the Javier OTE right here. This is the OTE that you use, right? From high to low. Bang. OTE. Then 2, 3, 4. Bang. From OTE to fourth. So sick. So yeah, genuinely from OTE to fourth standard deviation. I just can't wait to have a personal account, because once I have a personal account, I could just do, stupid stuff with it, like $10 trades, and then, one of these is bound to hit. Bang. And then once you have money, then you can just take as many of these as you want. Whew. How cool is that, man? Like, you know what? Screw inverse value gap. Screw everything else. I just want to hit 50 to 1s all the time. You know how fun that would be? Everyone telling me I can't do it. Yeah, right. I'm gonna do it anyway. London accumulation up to 730. Oh, we should take a look at that. Just so sick, right? Genuinely so perfect. And right, what in between the fourth and fifth extension, that is where the models will end. And what do you know? That's exactly where the model does end. So in between 4 and 5. And once again, what is this? Giant liquidity void. So I'm going to screenshot that. I mean, just imagine AM using Wix. Okay. All right, I'll measure AM using Wix. ICT, I'm going to save this as ICT OT tap. Okay, what'd you say? It was London. You want me to do London? You want me to measure out London using Wix? So if we measure out London using Wix, is that what you wanted me to do? Or did you want me to do Asia? It does hit the fourth standard deviation super nicely. I mean, it just goes to show you, like, everything adds up together in trading. Like, the reason all these get hit so perfectly is because it's all connected. The market is just a machine. And so someone measured standard deviations of London, took profit here and took profit here. And so that's why it does everything that it does so perfectly. I don't know what you want me to do. When you know what you want me to do, just let me know. But you know what else that is interesting is you could literally just consider this to be an order block, right? Because this is the highest up close candle before this move lower. So just like you consider the lower time frame a breaker, you could consider this an order block. Wow, I'm just now thinking about this. And I wonder, I'm going to delete that one. I wonder if so you can see the hive manipulation as an entry. I'll send you a screenshot. Okay, just send me a screenshot. I wonder, all right, what was I thinking? Oh yeah, this was the highest, this was up close candle. The up close candle, what is this? This is the up close candle, the final up close candle before the move lower that yeah, before the move lower, right? And what do you see? This order block is very, very sensitive. That's crazy. So 15-minute order block, we could align this with the 1 minute. Let's see if we have a 1 minute flow state within this. Well, we have, I find this rejection block to be very fascinating. This seems like the type of trade that Powell trades would take. You know, just a nice rejection block with SMT, because we do have SMT. This is the kind of trade Powell trades would take right here. This is just kind of, this one right here is a regular Phoenix model. This is a regular Phoenix model because it's just, so I have the flow state OTE model, but then there's also a regular Phoenix model. I mean, flow state Phoenix model, but then a regular Phoenix model. And the regular one, now this is interesting. Oh, there it is. Yeah, here's the SMT, right, with this high. So this is the regular flow, this is the regular Phoenix model where you just get SMT. So this is not a flow state Phoenix. This is a regular Phoenix model. We just get SMT and a rejection block. 1 minute rejection block. So this is all Powell Trades does, dude. This is all Powell Trades does. And he just prints. Prints. You know what I'm saying? Just a regular Phoenix model. Where the rejection block with SMT ends up holding. You can, so notice how I don't even care if there's a change state delivery, right? And you could even enter at the midpoint. But for the sake of just simplicity, I'll just have it enter at the wick. Once we retest the wick, stop above the high. What if we measure out standard deviations of the wick? Yeah, dude, just insane. All the way down to the 8th standard deviation. Perfectly. Wow. So this is just a regular Phoenix model, right, where you enter on a rejection block, entry on 1 minute rejection block with SMT. That's all this is, guys. This is all this is. A 1 minute rejection block that sweeps liquidity. And look at how simple, like, simplicity wins, dude. Simplicity wins. Entry on and so as well you can enter at the midpoint of the wick, and I'm going to get to that. So this is a 837 Phoenix model, 1 minute. As well, you can do a Phoenix Mini. So I'm going to call this the Phoenix Mini. I just invented it just now. Where you go to the midpoint of the rejection block and you enter there. Right? Bang. I just invented this there. This is not flow state Phoenix, this is regular Phoenix. I didn't realize, but the regular Phoenix model is not the video I made on the Phoenix model is technically wrong. The video I made is like a flow state version of the Phoenix model, but it's not the actual Phoenix model. I was wrong. So whatever his name, Powell trades the Phoenix model, the real Phoenix model. 840 Phoenix Mini, 1 minute. I mean, Phoenix Mini might be one of the greatest models of all time. What else can you get 100R like that? I mean, it's also backed up by that Reaper Ferrari gap. Smart money runs these markets, guys. What can I say? Obviously, you scale out. Bang! So I wonder if there was a flow state off of this. That would be insane. Oh, could you imagine there's a flow state off of this? So 1 minute, we line 1 minute with the 5 second. Oh, no way. 1 minute rejection block. 5 second change in state of delivery. Oh my gosh. Flow state Phoenix. Now, would you ever really take this realistically? No. But, oh my gosh. Do we hit OTE? Do we hit the Jake's trades at OTE? Bro! Oh my gosh. It's just funny. It is genuinely just funny how perfect the markets are. Bang. From Jake trades at OTE off of the Phoenix model. Oh my gosh. This is just insane. Oh my gosh. What RR would this be, guys? What do you think this? What RR would this be? So first of all, let's figure out the regular flow state mini. We'll do the Jake trades at OT after, right? Off of, so basically SMT with the rejection block, and then liquidity sweep, right? Within that rejection block, and then change state delivery. So flow state Phoenix. What RR would this be? Okay, this is a flow state Phoenix model. 1 minute, 5 second. Okay. Man, I love trading. What the heck, man? Down to the 8th, it's 21 to 1. Down to here, 100 to 1. Oh my gosh. This is a 121 to 1. That's not even including the... That's not even including if we took it from OTE. Oh man, one of these days I'll catch something like this. Oh, that would be so fun. Oh, check Discord screenshots? Okay. Yeah, let's go on Discord. Accumulation range, take it and mark the manipulation on either side. Entry goes to the top, like the second screenshot. Wait, accumulation range. Oh, yeah, I see. Okay, I'll look at that after I finish this. Oh my gosh. 21 to 1 to the 8th. 20 to 1, I guess. Obviously, I'm not taking this for real, but I'm just talking. I'm just making observations. 858. 58 flow state Phoenix. One minute 30 second. No, oh, I saved that wrong. I meant 1 minute 5 second. Let me rename it. One minute 5 second. Bang. Okay, now what about OTE? What about OTE? What about OTE? Okay, from the Jake trades at OTE. Oh my. Bro. What is this? From OTE stop at the high of that 5 second change state delivery off the 1 minute rejection block. Flow state OTE Phoenix. Wait, flow state Phoenix OTE. Oh. $300 to 1, dude. Bro. What the actual hell? No, this is genuinely... My gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm just gonna screenshot this right here. Flow state v Onyx OT 1 minute 5 second. Bro, just imagine, guys, if you took that. Oh, you want me to look at the thing, Javier? You want me to look at this? Yeah, man. First standard deviation hit perfectly. Javier entry right here. Just insane. Genuinely insane. Oh. Oh my. Dude. Genuinely, what the heck? Like, no, genuinely. Trading is just a meme at this point. What was I doing? Oh, I was gonna tweet something. crazy. Dude, so crazy. And then, you know what? Honestly, I should just delete that. What the heck? This is why CRT is so powerful. So when you get this signature, right? 5-minute CRT. 5-minute CRT here. Drop down time frame, right? Five-minute CRT. Where's the candle close? Right there. 5-minute candle closes right there. Genuinely insane. And what do you notice? What do you notice happens, right, when we get this 5? So this is candle 1, 2, and then we trade candle 3, right? So 5-minute CRT. This is insane. So we have this giant range here, right? 5-minute CRT. Here's candle 1. Here's candle 1. Here's candle 2. Here's candle 3. So now we look at what's the open of candle 3. Well, the open of candle 3 is bang, right? So now between, whoops, candle 3 open. Now, what PD array exists above the open of candle 3? Well, this volume imbalance, right? Or I guess void. So, market retraces into that void. Actually, wow, man, just so cool. And what happens? We induce that high. I wish I could make this up. What the heck? Oh man, this is just insane. Limit order right there. Entry. entry at obvious PD array above candle 3 open, right? That's the most obvious one. Five-minute CRT, right there, at all-time high. Market's perfect, guys. The market is perfect. It is literally perfect. Every single thing that it does very, very intentionally for a very specific reason. I kind of like looking at CRTs, actually. Like, it's very fascinating, right? Here's a 30-minute CRT, right? 1, 2, 3. It's actually so fascinating. 30-minute CRT. Case study, right? Thirty-minute CRT. I mean, you could literally just look at one day's price action, and you would just keep finding stuff in the charts over and over and over again. It would never stop. Candle, what does that mean? Does that mean it opens at 8 or closes at 8? I think that means it opens at 8. 8, 8:30, 9. Okay, dropping down lower time frame. Candle 1 from 8 to 8:30. So candle 1. Candle 1 here. Candle 1. Candle 2. Oh my gosh. No, genuinely though, that's just absurd. That same entry. That same 2022 gap entry is exactly where it is supposed to be. 3, 4. Oh my gosh. No way. What the heck? No, this is kind of freaking me out. So I'll show you what I mean. 1, candle 1. Candle 2. Okay. So what's candle 3's open? We need to buy above candle 3's open. Candle 3's open. Opens right here. Okay. So candle 3 open. So now we look for what's our key level above candle 3 open. 3 open. Well, we have this BPR. Just tiny little BPR here. No way, dude. Genuinely though, that is so cool, right? You guys see what I'm saying? You guys see what I'm saying? So your stop loss can be above candle number 3's high, or candle number 2's high, or I guess the high of the CRT. Whatever, you get what I'm saying. So enter at a PD array above candle 3 open. And then what happens? Bang! We hit the CRT low. So CRT low is right here. This is actually a 3 candle CRT. Stop loss at the high. Wow. Entry at PD array above candle 3 open. That's pretty cool, man. I can't lie. CRT? Oh, yeah, I'll show you what CRT is. So, I have a video on it if you want to watch that. But I'll show you right now. So, anytime you have a sequence of essentially 3 candles where, see like this, we have a wide, first candle will be a wide ranged body candle. Second candle will wick above an old high and then close back below that high. So then the third candle, we trade this third candle back down to the first candle's low. You see that? So we go in on the lower time frame, split this up into segments, and we trade that lower time frame candle. And you can see that's right here. We go up to that fair value gap and then drop down to the CRT low. Hopefully that makes sense. I just want to go through more examples because it's so cool. Like, this is also CRT, but with multiple candles. I'm now realizing, wow, you can do CRT with just like this. You could have this be all 1 candle range. I'm now realizing that that's totally valid. Oh my gosh. That's actually crazy. So we wick below. So we're going to trade this third candle. So here's this range. Wow, man. So initial candle range. Initial candle range. 3 candles. Wow, man. So initial candle range, 3 candles. Then we get this candle, that's manipulation. Wow, that's crazy. Right? So this 15-minute candle wicked below and closed higher. So I'm calling this the CRT candle. So now we're going to target the range high. Wow, that's crazy. Genuinely insane. Wow. So here is the close of that 1 minute candle. And then, so I don't even want to call it candle 3. I'm going to call it distribution open. So distribution open. Maybe like candle. No, I'll just call it candle 3 open for now. Even though it's not candle 3. Alright, then we look for PD array below the open, but also not quite at the low. Well, we have, yeah, this OB. Wow. So crazy. Candle 3 open, down to the OB. Stop loss can be at the low. Dang, man. So crazy. Candle 3 open, OB. Entry at PD array. Below candle 3, below. There we go. That's another CRT right there. Another 50-minute CRT. CRTs are actually pretty cool. Like, we could probably do another one on the higher time frame. Man, I don't even want to make a market recap today. I mean, this is just so interesting. I mean, we've already talked about so much. There's a 15-minute one. I'm starting to get it, man. I'm really starting to get it. Wow, it makes so much sense. So this whole thing, 1, 2, this is the candle range. Man, that actually makes so much sense. Manipulation candle. That actually makes so much sense. CRT accumulation. CRT manipulation. Yeah, the market's never not going to do this. So then here's 4. Unfortunately, I do not know what PD array to use for this. Oh yeah, there was a tiny volume imbalance. Oh my gosh, it makes so much sense. 4, so this is I'm gonna call this the manipulation close. That's the most simple way to think about it, right? This is the manipulation close. And what PD array do we have above the manipulation close? We have that volume imbalance. That's the first one. Volume imbalance. Bang. I want to try this, man. That actually makes so much sense. And then target the bottom of that candle range. Kind of terrible RR, not gonna lie. Still proves a point though. See, that one's not that great an example because the RR is just not great. Man, CRT is really cool. Like this, right? This wick. We wick down, sweep at all these lows. This is the manipulation candle. That actually makes a lot of sense. Accumulation. Here's a manipulation candle, right? 15-minute manipulation candle. 230. So at 245. So at 245, we're looking for an entry below 245 at a PD array below 245. Yo, what's up, Joey? Dude, this is some really cool stuff I'm figuring out. So this was a giant range, right? We get a 15-minute candle that sweeps at the lows and then closes back within the range. So this is our 15-minute. I'm going to call it 15-minute M. Or, I'll call it M plus. So then we go at 245. And we look for, where does 245 close? It closes here. We look for a PD array below the manipulation, below the close of the manipulation. So this is really interesting. What model do you trade? I trade just getting on side with accumulation, manipulation, distribution. And so I can enter in one of four ways: either inverse fair value gap, 2022 fair value gap, so inverse fair value gap, 2022 fair value gap, flow state entry, or just a regular change in state delivery. That's how I trade. But I trade just conceptually like AMD, right? Accumulation, manipulation. So here's that manipulation close. This is not normally how I trade, by the way. This is just an observation right now in the market. I just like making observations. It's just so interesting. Stop loss at the low. No, that's pretty cool. I can't lie. Entry at PD array. No, that's so cool. That's so sick. Right? And then we hit that third standard deviation. Crazy. I wonder if I measure this out. Yeah. That is insane. Oh, I want to get rid of this. Wait, I wonder if I measure out. Yeah, we just barely tapped discount. That's interesting. Wonder if it works on the daily chart. Let's try and find an example on the daily chart. I guess this is the best example will probably be on the 4-hour chart. Right, so okay, this doesn't really work because we don't ever go below the... Oh, we do go below the close. Okay, so this actually does work. So all of these, this range here, accumulation candles, this sweep right here, and close back within the range, that's a manipulation. Then we look at the 4-hour close, M plus 4-hour M plus close. You ever tried the 15-minute opening or RB? I'm still trying to figure that out, to be honest. I've heard a little bit about it. So now drop down lower time frame. This is so cool. So here's the manipulation candle. Well, yeah. Wait. Where does it close? I see. So, okay. So accumulation, 10 a.m. manipulates, and then closes higher. 14 closes there. Right, 4 hour and plus. Wow. And then we can induce these lows. Entry on inducement. Oh my gosh, that makes so much sense. We can target the highs. Wow, that's perfect. Okay, I will have to give Romeo some credit. That's actually pretty cool. That's actually pretty cool. Entry on inducement. Dude, I don't even want to make a market recap. This is just so fascinating, man. Entry on inducement. Stop loss at the low. That's sick. That actually makes a lot of sense. Entry, so entry. Yo, Etsy. I'm just kind of just experimenting, doing a little case study here. This is actually really cool, bro. Like, I can't lie. I think, like, genuinely, this is just really cool, and I've never really looked at it this in depth until now. But it's actually so cool. What I'm doing is I'm looking at CRT, and I'm looking at specific candles. So this is a series of down close candles. This is a 4-hour candle that manipulates the lows. It closes here. So then after it closes, I'm looking at, okay, what key level can we enter at to go target the high of those initial candles? And this is a liquidity pool, right? It's genuinely just really fascinating stuff. It's just constantly happening, to be honest. I'm starting to really get it. Like you could probably drop down a lower time frame, and when you get this, enter at a key level above the close of this. And you could probably target this candle range low. This one, however, you'd get stopped out, but I mean, yeah, this we don't go below. Oh, we do go below the close. Right? So this one's interesting. We could drop down a lower time frame on this one. Right? This is so cool. I've been sleeping on CRT, man. Right? Because we have a range of 1 hour bodies. So this is our accumulation. We have a manipulation candle on the 1 hour that sweeps out the lows and closes higher. Now we drop down to lower time frame. So manipulation closes here. 1 hour manipulation candle closes here. Dang. Yeah, 1 hour manipulation candle closes right there. So then we look for an entry below the open or below the close of the manipulation candle. So we could drop down to an even lower time frame. Wow. Very, very precise. Okay, what is the entry anyway? Now I'm curious, right? What could you even have entered on? Was there a new day opening gap? Not at the exact low. What was the exact low? Oh. I kind of have an idea. The exact low, this gap right here, from here to here. That's pretty cool. Distribution. Oh, and look at how we run those highs and then we go lower. That's crazy. Wow. Gap. I get it. It makes sense. Oh, this was a Reaper for ViGap too. Entry at PD array, the low. 1 hour. I don't even want to make a market recap today. I'm just so distracted. It's pretty cool though. Like for instance, right now, we got this CRT. Probably gonna drop to these highs. That actually makes a lot of sense. I should probably make a market recap. It's just so fascinating. Here's the candle range, right? Candle range, manipulation and close higher of the lows. Entry goes below the close of that candle, which was right here. Yeah, definitely really interesting. And what is this? Data high. So yeah, we're probably gonna draw back to the data high. So cool. Actually makes a lot of sense. Literally look at any manipulation candle. Well, actually, not this one. This one does not work. I should really make the market recap. I don't want to today. I'll make it anyways. I don't know. I don't even know. There's just so much to talk about. We look at the CRT that happens, and we go right to the liquidity pool. have to admit, that's pretty cool. Okay, I guess I'll make a market recap.